What is going on, YouTube? Lamont at Large coming to you from Sardis, Mississippi. On this lonely, desolate stretch of country road, I am walking into the Simon Chapel #2 church and cemetery. I'm here to visit the grave of James Harris, better known to WWE fans all over the world as Kamala, the Ugandan giant. Now, before there was this Kamala, there was this Kamala. He is the OG Kamala. I often suspect that's why people actually call Vice President Kamala Kamala. Her name is actually pronounced Kamala, but because of James being Kamala, the Ugandan giant, people just call her Kamala. Anyways, I am here to visit the grave of a wrestler that I was absolutely frightened of when I was a kid. I don't know why. Me being 5 and 6, when I would watch him wrestle, I was scared of him. James was a big old strong guy. Nobody can forget, if you've been long enough around to remember when he body slammed Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant, of course, a legend in his own right, 500 pounds, and he just slammed him. Bam! I remember when he fought one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, Hulk Hogan. I was scared because I thought he was going to kill him. James was a legendary wrestler, to say the least, and he wrestled in smaller wrestling organizations, and he came to the WWE. He had left. He had some contentions with them about his pay. He actually ended up leaving, I believe, in the early mid-90s. He bought a couple trucks and started driving a truck out of Mississippi here. And then he would come back to wrestle a few times. And I believe the last time he wrestled that I heard of was about 10 years ago. He wrestled in the Juggalo Wrestling organization. I think it's JCW, Juggalo Class Wrestling. Whoop, whoop, for any juggalos out there watching. And you knew when you watched him on TV, he had such a unique look. He had that scary face paint. He had that loincloth, and he always wrestled barefoot, and he'd slap his belly. I remember him doing all those things. And later on in his life, he had some health issues, health struggles. He had diabetes. He ended up having to get both of his legs above the knee amputated. But just let me say this. He wasn't the type of person that he wanted you to feel sorry for him. No, not at all. He was a father, a grandfather. He was a singer too. And this is his grave right here. This is James Sugar Bear Harris, better known to fans all over the planet as Kamala, the original Kamala, the Ugandan giant. I could hear his belly slapping right now. And this is the part of doing these videos that I don't like, is when being a kid and you're growing up watching TV. TV has a pretty big influence on you, and people that you used to watch and you grew up watching, they start disappearing. And he died at the age of 70 on August 9th, 2020. Now, he doesn't have a stone yet. And sometimes it takes a family a while to get the money together, or sometimes it's too final to get the stone. But I am going to come back here, and I really, really do hope I really, really do hope that a stone is here next time. Um, yeah, I grew up watching you as a kid, and you scared me. He would make kids into. I remember a couple times when he would wrestle, there'd be kids. The TV cameras would pan into the audience, and then you would see little kids crying because this guy was, you know, I would say him and the Ultimate Warrior were absolutely the most unique looking wrestlers ever. Kamala, Ultimate Warrior, the Great Muta. I mean, those three ring up. You know, when I think of unique looking wrestlers, those three are on my top list. So, just very sad. You know, it's like, wow, these guys are bigger than life. They're slamming people around and pinning people, winning matches, and then you face the fact that the sad part of life that happens to all of us is death. But you know, I want everybody to know this man. You know, he was important. He was important to me as a child growing up, and just I love wrestling. I loved admiring those guys, looking up to them, wanting to be big and strong just like them. So, anyways, it's James Arthur Harris, better known as the Ugandan Giant here. Rest in peace, brother. I'm going to come back, and I hope there is going to be a stone here. And next time I come back, I'll get you a better bird feeder. It'll be the biggest one around. Okay, guys, I got to go. I got to hit the road, but I'll catch up with you on the next vlog. Peace out.